friends, today is August 13, 2025, and the current time is 8:25 p.m. Due to an upcoming solo expedition to the wilds of Canada, the Institute will be implementing a AI simulacrum of the professor to maintain order while away. Please note that this AI is purely performative and has no actual power within the Institute. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello, comrades. How are all of you doing? I don't know why I'm doing an art stream because, quite frankly, I'm bad at art, but people seem to be very invested in watching me try to do art, and so that's why we are here today to do actual art things, and also maybe yap about miscellaneous things as I am doing other stuff as well, because art time is a time for me to at least unwind and relax, and also try to pretend like I know what I'm doing, which, quite frankly, a lot of times I don't. We will try to do some, like, maybe watch some YouTube videos while I'm doing art at some point, and also try to listen to music, and I may or may not be trying to draw a mascot today, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, I probably need to get a mascot at some point, and it's been something that's been on my mind for quite some time, so let's find a music playlist that's not gonna break all of our ears in half. So, let's see what we can find. This one's probably okay. We'll start with Shrek. Okay, so one thing I've learned recently is that a good mascot needs to be recognizable, right? A good silhouette, and it would make for a marketable plushie. So, like, if you ever look at things like a takodachi, right? So there's a lot of other ones out there, like, say, like Ina's takodachi, because they look like, you know, they're like basically blobs, right? Like this, and they have like, I cannot draw takodachi. Hold on. I'm very bad with round shapes. Hold on. Okay, but if you ever look at a takodachi, right? Like, they're so adorable, like, right? Because they're kind of like just, I guess they're more like ghosts, right? Right, something like this. And then they have, that's actually a little too tall. And then they have like the little ear bits that match like how Ina has hers, kind of like this. And then like a small halo, right? So the idea is that what if we try to come up with something that is appropriate for the Institute and see how well that pans out. Also, I forgot to say hi to everyone. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Hello to Julians and Zoingo and Normar and Kahila and Mark Spinker for being first and Uncaffeinated and Blank. Yeah, so that's essentially the plan today. I hope you're all doing good. Missing you, I'm glad that you're at least here, so you can watch me be bad at what I'm trying to do. So, like, you know, a takodachi, you know, you can tell the silhouette right away, especially once you start adding the faces, right? Like, it's very cute, and I don't think I'm gonna pull off anything as crazy as a takodachi, but I'd like to at least try to come up with a concept. So basically, the idea is that it has to be cute. It needs to be marketable, and it needs to be customizable. Basically, the idea is that I should be able to take the general concept of whatever it is and then turn it into something else, right? So, for example, if I had like let's say my mascot was a cube, right? Let's say it's like this cuboid shaped thing. Like, okay, it's a cube, and maybe it's got like a screen for a face. And then now I should be able to at least turn it into like a variant, right? Like, so for example, I want to have a let's see. Like, let's say I want to have like a ghost variant, right? And then I can be like, okay, so now it's got like a wacky little ghost tail that's following behind it. You know, like this type of thing. So that's kind of like the general idea, like what I need thinking of. I'm trying to brainstorm something that heat snapped you. I get that feeling too. The heat's been pretty rough. I hope you feel better. Name seems like Tom Sheets. Yeah, it is. Like, it's a really good name. Like, a lot of bigger VTubers have really good names for their fan bases. I came up with Comrade, which I gave it like a backronym, which it works, but I would like at least something that people can associate with themselves. So the question is, should we go with a more angular Or should we go with more like a round design? You know what I mean? The question is, do we go round? Like a sphere almost, and then... That's kind of like the first question. I think I'm not going to do like a triangle. I think the general shape I would want would be something either circular or cuboid. Probably work the best. I thought about doing like an animal, like a bird. Like you could be... Like, okay, I don't know how to draw an owl, but assuming something like this, right? Why did the music stop? What happened? Gakudachi. Set farming not grab this as farming. Yeah, exactly. We're trying to farm resources. Oh, okay. I see what you mean by Gakudachi. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't want to like I don't want to copy like other people's mascots, so that's really the hard part. Something techie and organic would be really nice. So what would that even look like? Yeah, I love Baba Yetu. Baba Yetu Yetu Amilam Baba Yetu. Actually, I used to know the lyricist, but I don't remember it anymore. Because it's in Swahili, first of all, so I'm not gonna... I don't speak Swahili in any manner at all. I'm sure I can find the lyrics, though. I can't sing this. It is really good music. Okay, so let's all figure out a design. Okay, so in that case, because a lot of my friends have like slimes, a slime could be the easiest solution, but nothing about me screams slime. The other one I thought about too was like, you know, you could have like a tree type thing, but I felt that was a little too bland, and it's not very easy to use. So, a guinea pig. Oh, I don't mind a book. A book actually sounds pretty solid, actually. What if I made it? What's like a tablet? Because like it's more modern, right? What if it's more like a tablet type thing, right? God, what do I even call this thing? I don't even know how to draw a guinea pig, not gonna lie. Because you could probably do something like this, and then you'd have like... I mean, like, you could have rats, I guess, but I don't know if I want to do, like, rats. It seems like it's mildly cursed. What, you know... Yeah, I don't know. Actually... I don't want a cat mascot. I don't want it to be like a dog or a cat. I want something a little different. Let's see. Well, okay, hold on. I need a mascot idea. This is tough. I don't really know what goes into a good mascot. Oh, we're gonna do cat girls in a bit, but I wanna try coming up with a mascot concept first, and then we'll try something. Going lab test tube. A test... I don't know how I feel about a test tube. Hello, Toru. How are you doing? Come Toru Toron. Oh my god, are you Filipino? Are you Pinoy? Do you eat a toron? Is that why your name Toru Toron? I'm not listening to this song. Holy cow, I had this song play at my wedding. I don't need to listen to it again. What else we got here? What is love bardcore medieval? Sure, let's listen to that. That's fine. A tablet does have potential. I think a tablet might be okay. But would it be like... Hold on. Alright, so let's say it's a tablet, right? I actually like the Honey Pie song too. Don't worry, I like it too, Krusty. I do enjoy that song. Okay, so let's try this. Let's see what a tablet would look like, right? So here's our rounded tablet. It's probably relatively thin, right? So You know, we have high-end technology. Okay, and then tablet probably looks like this. And then what? You'd have like a face on here. I like how you spell nickname with strong Russian accent, like Is it? I'm not even trying to say it with a Russian accent. Like, I'm not even joking about that. And also, hello Kefir, back on the other side too. And then what? You give him like what? Like little claw grabbers. I feel like this one's a little too generic. I don't know how I feel about this one. Yeah, I feel like this one's a little too generic. It's just W box. I don't really know how, like, I don't know how people come up with like good, crazy mascot designs. It's tough. Like, it is like I'm trying to think. Because it needs to be simple. It needs to be, I think, something cute that could resonate with people, right? I think would be the best option. I think I need something cute, right? A tablet is cool, but maybe not so much cute. Yeah, you have the cat ears and you. I'm like. There you go, Xanth. Just as you asked. Let me think what else. What's another good idea for... What about an acorn? What about like an acorn type thing? A very technologically... Wait, actually, hold on. Wait a second. What do acorns look like? They look something like this, right? Hold on. But what if the acorn had an antenna on top of it instead? You know what I mean? And then what else is part of an acorn? Oh my god, I cannot draw. Oh goodness, I cannot draw consistent lines. Could be white lab. White lab coats is a little... it can't just be something simple like that. Like, again, so here's the thing. When I think of a mascot, think of, like, Ina's Takodachi, Fubuki's, whatever they're called, the Fubuki things, or the bamboo shoots. There's also another example of, say, Okayu and the Onigiri type stuff. What else is there? Or the Deadbeats. There we go. Okay, wait, maybe we don't listen to this one. I actually do like this song. It's actually legitimately good to listen to, but I don't want to listen to that on stream. Okay, let's see. I need to find some music. A large fume hood. Hazmat suit. Okay, those aren't like his. I don't know how I can make a hazmat suit cute. Although, hold on, wait a second. Let's see. Let's see. Give the screen mascot just got Kefir vibes. Okay, so you're saying a hazmat suit. I need to look up what a hazmat suit specifically looks like. Hazmat suit. The problem with the hazmat suits is that it's just so generic, I guess. Like, okay, you could just be like, okay, a hazmat suit's gonna look like this, right? Oh my god, I can't draw. Right, and then it's gonna be like, okay. Well, actually, hold on. What if I keep it simple? Follow the rule of RimWorld where it's just like... Oh my god, it's like a pawn. RimWorld style. Um, a little too generic, I think, too. Same difference, really. Listen, if it's all the same-ish, it's probably all fine. I'm trying to think what else would work. What about something like... What if it was something fluffy? Does anyone else have any other ideas? A robot dog? I didn't want to do like animals, but let me quickly Google up. Okay, hold on. How do I draw a dog? Let's see what Google says. It's 8 AM. You haven't slept. Don't want to. I mean, some people just don't fall asleep easily. Toru. How to draw a dog? I mean, okay, so something like. What if it was like a... And then, I don't know, its tail's like an antenna. You mean, oh, I think you're thinking of like the iDog. That was a toy from like the early 2000s when iPods were like getting super popular at the time. I think you're probably thinking of the iDog. Also, hello Ray. Potted bush, screen on the pot. Oh, actually, hold on. It's not a... Okay, something like, sounds like you're saying something like this, Zoingo. And then screen on the pot with the face. And then I guess the plant on top could be customizable. Actually, that's not a bad idea. You could have like little sproutling version. No, we're not doing a Bashy mascot. Bashy's your mascot, not mine. Actually, hold on. I kind of... Hold on, wait a second. I might be able to expand on this. Wait a second. I'm gonna... But let me move some of these other ones right. I don't know what this is, but let's just move this aside. Hold on. Let's expand on this concept a little bit first. Okay, so here's this one, right? Okay. I made a trash bag. It's not just trying to be a trash bag. It's not supposed to be a trash bag. So how much could I customize this? Okay, so let's say... Okay, so let's say we have another one. Let's see. So I need to make it consistent size, but for now let's just be like this, right? So we could have something like this, and then you could do, I guess, something like this. Probably be fine. This seems a little something like So I think that, yeah, so the main thing that would be changeable would be, I think, the plant on top. So for example, you could have like a bonsai, or you could have just weed. So the thing that would be customizable that people could draw their own version would be the face and customize the pot color, right? So trying to think how this would look with legs. Hello, Normar. How are you? Spider legs? Some more like... This just seems like straight out of a horror movie, is all I'm gonna say real quick. I'm not sure if this is, something people would want to have as a cute mascot. See, like, I'm trying to think, like, you know what's a good mascot, actually? Have you seen Whiskey's mascot? Play the Claymore? That's a really good example of a good mascot. Because all she did was she took the concept of a claymore, right? You know, like this. And then gave it a smiley face, called it Clay the Claymore, and then it says front towards friend. And then I think this also gave it legs. And I'm like, that's adorable. Trees have arms and legs? Yeah, I mean, kind of. That's not the plan. I like Whiskey's mascot a lot. Like, I think... Yeah, let me get an idea. Let me show you real fast. Okay, I think the mascots that I really like a lot are... Hold on. Let's see. Because again, one thing I need to remember is I'm not a professional designer in any way whatsoever. I am very, very bad at this type of thing. So I'm trying to figure out how to come up with a thing. It should be something... I mean, an animal would also not be bad. Like, taking a look at... Say, like, taking a look at, like, Fubuki's friend. Right? Look at that. It's a very simple fox that also has, like, a corn for a tail. And you can kind of customize it however you want, right? So, for example, you've got sunglasses version. Maybe cute, like, standing animal would not be a bad idea. Let's see. So, but then you also have other ones like, okay, let me show you the good classics. Like, let's be real, the OG ones designed by Ina are just so peak. Oh, let me look at Botan's mascot. Shishiro Botan mascot. Oh yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Like, she's got the bombs, right? Like, those are adorable. I love those things. The thing is, like, I don't think I have anything that I could associate with me so easily. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any idea. Let me think. What else could work as a potential mascot idea? I do like Botans a lot. So far, I kind of like this, but I don't know how to iterate on this, and I would need to have like a standardized version. The standardized version would probably be something like this, and then after that, you can customize the plant on top. But at the same time, I would prefer to have something that would also have like arms. The legs are optional. I don't know if I would necessarily need legs. Oh my god, what if they had wheels? What if they had like little orbs that they roll around on? Wait, what if it's like a uniball? What if it rolls around on like it's like a self-stabilizing uniball, and then inside of here you have like a stabilizing gyroscope, right? Hold on, I might be onto something here. We might be cooking into. We might be cooking. It's the other. Oh, hold on. I have another. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. Let me think of. I have another idea. Put this away. So I might need to merge these layers. I think I might have been drawing on the wrong layers again. Okay, so let's just merge these two. I have Roomba vibes. I can't believe I'm being called a Roomba. Let's see. Coming up with mascot design is actually like really tough. Like, I don't know how people do this stuff. Like, this is just crazy. Hello, I am trying to come up with a mascot idea. Okay, Hila, how are you doing? That's right, we're trying to come up with a mascot. The Uniball's peak, Pelstrica's duct tape knife to the pot. Okay, so if we like the Uniball movement, hold on. Whoopsies. Let's move this aside. Let's see. Okay, so if we were to do a Uniball again, right? So a glasses one? You missed your GF? Yeah, she's sleeping. Let her sleep. Let her rest. She needs her rest. Okay, so self-stabilizing gyroscope. We have a face. Because again, it can't be complicated. It should be simple. Basically, the idea is that someone else should be able to draw this quickly. Just for beginner artists? Yeah, I mean, hey, look, if you're trying to draw, definitely try to learn and practice. Because the nice thing with this like screen thing is that you can customize it to look whatever you want. Like you want it to look like a crosshair. You can show emotions on this, I guess. And then I don't know. I feel like these do need arms though. So you can have an arm here, and it's just got like a gun. Dreaming choo-choo, chocolate-ta-ta-ta-ta, ito nakatao kimi dake ni. Dreaming choo-choo. What about like a humanoid shaped one? Hold on. Dreaming choo-choo, chocolate-ta-ta-ta-ta. I'm trying to think like what a humanoid looking mascot would look like. I mean, you could probably draw something cute like this, right? Start something cute. How do people do this? Erase this. And then let's see. It might be a little too rotund. We might have to trim it down a little bit. Yeah, then we need to put there needs to be space to put eyebrows. That's also a good point. So like we probably have to make it taller. Something like this. You don't like tiny people mascot? Oh, but what if there was what if there's like little leaves on its head? What if there's like a singular big leaf? Okay, now it just looks like a Pikmin, actually. Never mind. I don't think I want to do a Pikmin. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Sauna's husband, just a nice Trino joke, could work. I don't know how I managed to pull that off, honestly. It's really bad, actually. The bow? Oh! You know what? That's true. Wait, so I could have my own version that's like got a bow. No, I don't like this one. I don't think this one's very good. I don't like this. Let's see. Well, the idea is that it has to be easy, like people should be able to customize it as they desire, right? I don't mind this potted plant one, partly because you can kind of customize that one a decent amount. Like this one just has, but the screen would have to be bigger. Like the tree with a face. Which one's this one? Are you talking about this one? We're just going through the Vocaloid playlist again. Let's see if I can find something else that's not just more Vocaloid nonsense. I like Vocaloid music, but I need something different. Let's listen to Final fantasy chocobo theme mixes a rice maker. God, I don't even like. I actually prefer noodles over rice, which is really funny. I actually am much more of a noodle person than a rice person. Tree super auto pets. Let's see here. Oh, you know, super auto pets has like a lot of real. Has actually a really lot of good designs. Let's see. Last 5 minutes playing this game. What do you mean by that? Okay, God, am I really about to listen to another? Here we go. We'll listen to Anohi no Mama no Bokura. Okay, so I don't like this one. Okay. 変わらずというか何一つ変わってないそんな風に見えた This is Konosuba. I love all the Konosuba endings. Well, basically, okay, so the base version. Okay, let's draw the base version, shall we? Let's draw the base and the front. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's erase all this. We don't need this cube. We don't need this either. Let's get rid of these. Okay, and then I'm gonna move these things around so we can work here. Okay. You're going to 56 back to vanilla Germany. Slight difference versus the combination. A lot more useful. You're having issues. Oh, okay, gotcha. You're struggling in vanilla now because you've been playing modded too long. See, that's a struggle. I understand that struggle too well. Terraria's making angry. I don't actually know too much about Terraria, probably because I never really played it. I mentioned this before, but every time I used to play Terraria, my friends would just be like, "All right, we're now like really far ahead of you." God, I don't know. Like, Ina with the Takodachi just is such a good design. Let me think. I'm trying to think of like what else I could possibly do to make it better. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It's not Country Roads. Okay, so basically any song that's used as a Konosuba ending is just really good because it was designed by... the songs were created by a group named Humbert Humbert, and they basically just make folk-style songs. And it's really fun. Like, it's like I really enjoy a lot of their music. So if, for example, you're hearing Anohi no Mama no Bokura, which is the ending theme for season 3. Anohi no Mama no Bokura. And then they actually have their own versions of the song that they have put out essentially on their albums that you can listen to. And it's actually really nice. Hold on. Like here's the non-anime version that's sung by the original singers. It's actually very, very relaxing. See? It's so good. Like, when I first heard... Like, I found about them from Konosuba, and I love how they sound. You want to do violence? What do you mean you want to do violence? Like the plant? Why do you want to kill the plant? What'd the plant do? The voice? Really? Fine, I'll stop it. I like the song, but I guess you don't. Fine. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see. I need to go back to finding nice music. It is very much Japanese country core. It's the best way. It is very much Japanese country core music, and I think that's fine. I like it, but though. This one's probably fine. Let's listen to this. Alright, anyways, what else do we do for this mascot design? So, let's try another variant. Okay, so let's say I want to draw a knight variant. Right, let's say, what's the paintbrush? What do you mean paintbrush style? A succulent? What's a, what do you mean like a succulent? Succulent. Wisteria. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me look at what a potted wisteria looks like. Okay, so a potted wisteria, probably, let's say we don't go super tall, right? So, let's see if I can draw a wisteria. I don't think I can really draw a wisteria, so you'll have to bear with me. Because it seems like there's a lot of, like, branches, right? So a lot of the leaves tend to just drape down. So it would be something like this, almost. But it's like a lot of the leaves are towards the tip. I don't want it to look like a palm either. Yeah, I'd like to do variants as well. Would be ideal. And then probably some of it should probably fall off, like, near the front, you know what I mean? Like here. So the main trunk should at least be somewhat straight-ish. And I think we're looking at various layers. And I think towards the top, it has to kind of, like, begin to consolidate into, like, a giant canopy. I don't know how to draw wisterias, so, you know, I'm trying. Let me think. So, if we do another, maybe what if the front screen was rounded instead of like right angles? What if it was like a rounded angle? So maybe something like this, or is this too big of a screen? Yeah, I'd probably do like different color variants. The other thing I was thinking of, like, maybe this should be textured too. I'd probably put the crest somewhere on here, which would be the hardest part. I don't know where I would put it on. I'm just trying to figure out how I would put arms on this thing. How would you put arms on like on a cute little robot? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess one way to make it seem a little more robotic is to give it more like a human. No, you're not that. Okay, now yeah, we're starting to look like Claptrap or Wally. I know what you're talking about, yeah. I mean, the Wally robots. I mean, there's also like the Eve bot, but that was kind of like, what if we just took like a... God, I cannot draw symmetrically. Because Eve was just like this, right? So... I mean, yeah... Eve did have arms, but Eve's arms were like... Well, actually, hold on. What if the hands were like... What if they were detached? What if they were detached? Could see that maybe working. Detached circles. Well, yeah, I mean, it would open up when it has to be, when it has to grip something, but I think something like this. Yeah, we could have like rounded joints, maybe. I think I've listened to this a million times. What is this video? Why does this say Final Fantasy 14? Oh, it's one of those 14 dance videos. I haven't seen this. What else we got here? Bandori. Sure, I'll listen to Bandori. Why doesn't change shapes at will? I mean, we have high tech. We just don't have that level of high ultra future tech. So in this case, right? So let's say I will stew on this for a while over the weekend just to think about it a little bit more. I know I'm busy. I'm not gonna work on it. I'm just gonna think about it. So you could probably put in, or you could put in like, you could put like a normal anime face in here, or you could do like the very simple faces, like, you know, like this. Something like this. I'm trying to think. What do you all think about this? How does this look? Good? No good? Probably not good enough. Still a little. I don't know. I don't know. It is kind of cute though. How do I draw this in a 3D style? The anime face is cursed. I mean, I could put another face in here. What would you want? Would you want something like, let's see here. Listen. Alright, fine. You don't want the anime face? Here. Hold on. Okay, there you go. There's Chris Pratt. You know, I'll make it even better. We can make him blue, so he's like a little more digitized. What, you don't want the Chris Pratt robot potted plant? This was a joke, obviously. We're not gonna obviously do that. What else would make sense, I think, for general design? I'm being abandoned? No, come back. You can't abandon me. We're married. You have to. What happened to being together in sickness and in health? I don't want to listen to this. God, my music list is not giving me anything I really want, which is a little unfortunate. Sure, I'll listen to Pokemon. Trying to think then. Yeah, I guess you could do emote faces, but I mean, how would you even draw glasses on this, right? Yeah, I guess you could put like glasses like this. And the glasses just kind of like our band that's attached to this thing. I think the hands are the things that I don't know how I want to do it. Do we want to go with something robotic, or want to go something more like more animal-y? I guess the thing too is that these are at least somewhat customizable. So this would be like the baby version, right? This is the default. Right? So this is the default. And then these are just like different variants. Maybe okay. Hold on. Alright, hold on, I have an idea. Let's grab this real fast. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so this is default. This is the default comrade. This is the front. And then I think the back side. What's on the back side? So the back side would probably, I don't know. This is probably where I'd put the crest on it. Something like here would probably where it would go. Make it nice and big so it's like obvious. And also functions as an on and off button. I think that would be funny. Also, hi Ranu, how are you? How was your stream? Wow, look at that raid. How was your stream? How was doing starsector? Did you win? Did you win in starsector? I have like a bajillion windows open. I'm sorry, give me 1 second to find stuff. Also, hello Potty and then Tolbron and Biggerstein. How are all of you doing? Thank you for doing the shout out. We're trying to come up with a mascot design because I don't know. I don't have a mascot and I think I would like one. You got overpowered ships really? Now you're just kind of running. Okay, you're at that point in the game. So you're just ripping and tearing. Got it. Our button on the mesh event. Oh, you know what? A mesh event. You know what? You can put a lot on the back. Okay, hold on. So what if you put like the crest has to be on here somewhere. Maybe it's like up here. And then I guess you could have like a... I have an idea. Wait a second. What if... Okay, hold on. So what if it's attached to the bottom, right? And then, yeah, I guess you have like a mesh grill. Like the fan output. And then... I don't know, would you just have like... Would I just also include like an I/O port series here? Like USB port? There's a singular USB-C port, like right there. Yeah, this thing is powered entirely off of a USB-C port for some reason. Well, I don't know how we managed to do it, but we managed to increase the power throughput of a USB-C cable significantly. I don't know. I mean, it's cute. It kind of... No, it's not supposed to be Claptrap. No, it's not. God, is this... I never really played Borderlands. I don't really... That's the thing. I never really played Borderlands myself, so I'm not, like... I don't have Claptrap's design memorized. Let's see what else we got. What Claptrap? I mean, Claptrap's... Okay, so Claptrap uses a mono wheel. It's kind of like a... Oh god, it does look like it. Oh, it's even the same general silhouette because of the whole inverted, trapezoid. Oh. I don't want it to look like Claptrap is the problem. It shouldn't be Claptrap. I mean, I guess it is growing a plant out of its head, so it's different enough. Alright, let's see if I can draw this in 3D. Okay, let's see if I can draw in 3D, hold on. Because I can't draw a circle, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a circle this way. And then I'm just gonna use the skew tool to skew this correctly. Okay, I don't know what I did. I broke something. What did I do? I broke it. Uh-oh. Okay. Just expand this out a little bit, and then let's try to skew this a little so that I can get a better view. Okay, because this is the only way I'm gonna be able to do. This is the only way I'm gonna be able to do this. Okay, so then I can scale this up like this. Okay. Pot shape. Listen, you think I can draw? I cannot draw. Your expectations of my ability to do art are a lot higher than what it actually should be. Stubby legs would also... Maybe there's like variants. Maybe there's like a stubby leg variant, and then there's like a monoball variant. Because the way I'm thinking, like the bottom, right? Okay, you like... Hold on. Here's the best way to describe it. You know what I'm trying to make it look like? I think the bottom side here, I'll show you exactly what I'm thinking of. You remember those mice that had like a tracking ball at the bottom? Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. Something like... Go there. Remember these things? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting to... Listen, I used to have these things, okay? They were great. Actually, they were awful. Laser mice are way better. I'm old? I can't believe I'm being insulted here. On my own channel. In my own household. What is this nonsense? Is this abuse? Is this elder abuse? You're extreme overwhelming. No, I did not. That is absolutely disgusting. I am not that much of a savage, okay? So the bottom... Gotta be like some kind of uniball. It probably isn't this thick. It's probably more like realistically, it's probably just like something you can just barely see. The other option is that it hovers, right? So here's two options, right? Option one is that it rolls, right? And then the pot, let's see, so, something like, can just, zoom. Oh, my sorry, thank you. So, something like this where it zooms around. Yes, like a ball from Avatar, exactly. The other dumber option, and because people keep complaining about lack of science fiction technology in our great institute, is that what if it's more like, okay, it still has like this thing, but instead of a ball, it's more of a repulsor type design. So it basically pushes away, and then it can kind of just like tilt forward if it wants to go forward, or tilt backwards if it wants to go backwards. It keeps trying to recommend me these Final Fantasy XIV dance videos. I need it to stop giving me that. Thank you. So, it would be something like, yeah, I'd add the rings. So you'd be like, oh, like this. Oh god, they would be like servo skulls. The more I look at it, I hate to say it like this. You know what it looks like? It reminds me from this angle. When there's no plant on top, it looks like a cup noodle. Oh my god, that could be a variant too. A cup noodle pot. Oh. This is the Gregorius battle. I'm kind of on board with... Okay, hold on. Let's do a poll. Let's do a quick poll on Twitch, if you're on Twitch. I can't do the poll on YouTube, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I don't have that functionality, but let's do a poll. Alright. I can't type poll, apparently. Poll. Let's see. Method of movement. Repulsion? Loading? Uniball. Everyone gets like 10 minutes to vote while I think about that. I still need to figure out what I want to do for arms. I feel like these should have arms, because how are they going to interact with the world around them? They need arms. The easy solution is to give them either floating claws like we were thinking here, or they actually have proper joints that are maybe like up here, right? And then... so something like this, so it'd be like 1, 2, and then you'd have the normal, you know, clanker, you know, the normal clanker grabbers. So, I don't know. It's definitely a tough call. People like the repulsion floating one a lot more than the uniball. How about the idea of tank tracks? I was actually thinking about that too. That one did come to mind, so, you know, instead of having like this one, it would just be more like, here's tank treads. Right? You could have tank treads also. Maybe it's just customizable based on the purpose, right? Maybe some people would want tank tread based ones and some people would want repulsion based ones. So how would this look in 3D? I feel like the thing is I need to render this in 3D so I can get an idea of like what this would look like, let's say as, well, an object, right? How would this look like as a marketable plushie? That's the real question we need to be asking ourselves. So if I draw it like this, hold on. And then bring it down. I'm kind of freehanding this lower half here, so forgive me if it looks terrible. It's gonna look bad regardless. I guess it's not thin enough. It's gotta go even thinner, so we gotta go like here. Hello Alex, how are you doing, comrade? Getting crowd with potty GPS seems like a total... You know what, that would be... yeah. So, I think... hold on. Actually, you know what, that's a good point. Hold on, if you have the repulsion version that floats around, or even just like the regular uniball one, what if the bottom side had like a unique port, you know, like, you know, back in the day they had like serial ports, or they had like, you know, like even like a VGA port type thing, but like a Institute specific port that uses, you know, and then the idea is that you should be able to take this thing, right, and put it into, I don't know, some kind of like docking port. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. A mouth, exactly. You got a pink eye? How'd you get pink eye? I hope you recover soon. That sounds awful. My goodness. Ranu, when are you gonna get your own mascot? That's the real question. When's the Ranu's mascot coming out? You're too gay to hear docking. You know what I mean. Like, this could be, I don't remember, like, those, like, okay, so, like, you go to your car, right? And then, you know, like, imagine this following scenario, right? You're... okay, imagine the following. Okay, you're driving down with your Institute-approved vehicle, right? And then over here, you just have your stupid little potted plant helper, like right here. And then his face turns into a GPS, and then also you have the rest of your infotainment console right here, so you can do like all your knobs and all that other stuff. And you can just pop him out when he's done, right? You can even tell him to adjust the volume and temperature. He'll literally reach his hand out and change it. This is probably stupid. I could see it working. Right? I feel like this could work. Right? Because you're driving, and then... so it'd be like... oops, wrong tool. Yeah. Make an non-aggressive life based on Rana's mascot. I don't know, did I? I didn't expect to make some plan plugged in between the headbands or cat. Yeah, that would also be an option too, but I guess it depends. How big is this? Okay, hold on. Here's the question. How big is this thing? Alright, hold on. I need to pull up this. I need to grab an image. Okay. God, this is such a good song. This is vintage, early 2000s anime pop. Not even from an anime either. Dun, 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 dun. I thought I had a full screen image of my. Oh, hold on. I just gotta grab my reference images. Under YouTuber design references. Boom. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Okay. Comparative to me, how tall is this thing? Hold on. Let's grab this real fast. How do I shrink this? How do I, like, select the whole dang thing? How do I shrink this? I know how to do it in Photoshop. I don't know how to do it in Clip Studio Paint. I don't know how this works. This is a weird tool. Okay, so let's just make a new layer and then copy from clipboard, and then I will grab the what is the dang tool called? There's so many tools here. Okay, select all. Up to the knee, like knee high, like the perfect knee socks. That's really tall, actually. Okay, wait, hold on. God, I can't see my own knees in this. I think 6 inches tall would probably make the most sense. Yeah, because they need to be portable, right? They should be portable. It's almost like, now I think about it, it's more like a mini R2-D2 in a sense. Yeah, actually, the more I'm thinking about it, this is just turning into like a mini R2-D2 type situation. So let me think here. Where'd my pen go? Okay, so in that case, so Kahila's interpretation is that the potted plant should be, I think, about here. Okay, so Kahila's interpretation is that they should be about knee height, which I think is about here? About here. Well, that's really big. That's actually really massive. That might be a little too big. 6 inches would be. I need a tape measure. Hold on. I need a tape measure. Give me a second. Where's my tape measure? I think it's about 6 inches. Okay, so 6 inches is about the size of. Okay, so. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm like trying to interpret like what 6 inches would be. So 6 inches is about the size of. Probably be. It's not even boot height. I think it's even shorter than boot height. Okay, so 6 inches might actually about be boot height. So a 6 inch one is probably more like here. I could see that, yeah. I feel like it maybe should be a little smaller, but 6 inches is probably workable, right? I think 6 inches, I would say like between 4 to 6 inches is probably makes the most sense. So how like there's lots of popularity, not interested in anybody, so I buy this random channel, got interested. I don't know how either, Normar. I'm sorry I saw that message late. I'm just like trying to keep track of all these different messages, but yeah. Sometimes you just find random people that you enjoy watching, right? That's how I always feel. So let me party. If this stream is gonna get copyright struck so hard, I'm just playing all the copyrighted music. Who cares? I think I stopped caring. God, I can't believe M-Flow is like, it's been around for so long now. Anyways, so 6 inches. Okay, so let's say, probably save this. Let me save this before I lose all this data. Let's just dump it in. Let me dump this in a correct folder. Where's my VTuber folder? My drive, VTuber, and then I'm gonna call this mascot designs. Good for me. Oh, that's true. Actually, wait, Zoin goes on to something. Wait a second, hold on. So I think Zoin goes on to something. So what it should be, so this should actually extend out slightly more. Oh, did it? Okay, thank you. So this can extend out slightly. There's a bottom port, and then you can choose, do you want to have the repulsion floater? You can choose to have your treads, or you can choose to have a uniball. Yeah, it should. I think having it be interchangeable in lore is a neat concept. That's actually a cool idea, so. Alright, so. Interchangeable. This is why I should not be allowed to write. Holy cow, my handwriting is absolute garbage. Swapable mobility. Okay, I think that makes more sense. So calling it. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm imagining the bottom of this thing looks like? Okay, hold on. You know what I'm imagining this now looks like? You ever own a GameCube? Have any of you ever owned a GameCube from like way back in the day? Okay. Because if you had a GameCube, you might not remember this, but those things had a lot of. It had a lot of ports on it for some reason. You might notice here, right? Look at that. There was a high-speed port, a serial port, and like a network port that was not ever really used. What if that was the bottom of these things? You're trying to add details to your second art book cover. Doesn't seem easy to find details that match. What are you trying to find details, you mean? Okay. I kind of like it. I think that's fine. I think I actually kind of like how that concept pans out. By the way, this is what it looks like when you strip out all of the bits and baubles. Let me find it real fast. This is what the GameCube looks like when you remove all those miscellaneous covers. I think this is how the bottom of these potted plants. I need to give it a name. What do I call these things? It's gotta be something comrade related. Oh, industrial and cybernetic. Okay, you're making an art book? I didn't know that. Do you draw? Okay, I don't listen to this anymore. It's like an 8-minute long song. Yeah, we'll listen to Saba. I like listening to Saba. Okay, wait, not this one. Just kidding. Let's listen to. 40 MP is always a solid one. Oh, military stuff. There's a lot of people in this channel that like. Why did my background just disappear? What in the world just happened? Oh, I know what happened, actually. I bet I know what happened. Did Google Drive kick me out? What in the world happened? Wait, why did the background video disappear? That was weird. God, this song from 40MP, 44 million views, came out in December 2, 2011. This is vintage Vocaloid. This is the stuff I grew up listening to. Obviously, Lion Gate, Beachhead, British Isle, Port of Dover, and Big Okay, so what I've learned a lot of times in playing Hoi 4, you generally don't need to naval invade. What you need to do is you get a few airborne invasions, and then you just land troops, and you win. 僕のことを嘲笑れてたそれは簡単でとても困難で認めることで前に進めるのに信じられなくて信じたくて君の中できっと僕はどうかしなんでしょうああ回って回って回り疲れて息が息けたの悲しい僕の末路だ君にたどり着けないままで Okay, so how would I... Okay, so if we can swap those out... Okay. So I think this is fine. So the default is gonna have like a weed. This is like, okay, it's like, or like a sprout. What does the 14 sprout icon look like? FF14 sprout. I do remember you saying that, Normar. Yes. Let's see what the 14 sprout icon. I'm not gonna copy it, but it is cute. And it evokes exactly what I'm trying to feel. Right, so like... And that's the baby sprout version, right? And then I guess... Is it a real plant? Can the plant be removed? I guess it's just a way to customize your personal comrade, comros, compost. So let me see. Let me draw another variant real fast. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna try the 3D version, right? God, I cannot draw circles. Okay, so. So something like this, right? You can give it like really detailed anime faces if you really wanted to. Like that if you really wanted. Maybe it's more like... So it'd be something like this. Well, let's just keep it simple. So let's just do like and then if the bottom mobility option screws on, we'd have to do something like this so you know that it can be removed. Maybe it's not screwed on, maybe it's just like a slap-on type thing. Okay, so something like this would probably be correct, right? And then in here... Give me a tree. I need a plant. What's a good plant? Sunflower. Let's do a sunflower. I don't know how to draw sunflower. Okay, so let's grab this real fast. Let's grab this real fast, shrink it down, put this over here. I do also remember the Among Us eyes too, don't worry. I remember these funny memes just as well. So what if we... The problem is that it looks a little... Hold on, it looks a little... It needs a proper face. It looks a little lifeless. Show would be named Berry Bond. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what I would call these. And then obviously there'd be like a smaller ring in here so we know like, hey. All we gotta do, just be friends. It's time to say goodbye. So something like this would probably work correct. Okay, so let's say this one has an oak tree on it, right? So at least we'd see like a mini oak tree. So you'd see like the roots and everything, and the tree just being... By the way, I don't really know how to draw plants, so you'll have to excuse me if my plant drawing skill is not up to par. merge these layers real fast. We'll try to draw at least one catch also today too, because I know it's something we haven't done yet. So something like... What if it's like... This one's like a massive tree, right? So if it's like... like this, and then probably have like just a bajillion leaves, like covering and then creating like the crown of the tree. No, it's gotta be like big. It's gotta be like like this. Hold on, let's just get rid of these arms for now. This is probably incredibly impractical. Using the roots to move. No, the plant shouldn't actually be sentient. The plant is just there as, like, the thing is, okay, so the idea is that this is decorative, and this is the actual PC. This is a fan button. I think this would work, right? I think the real question is, would people actually like this and would draw their own versions of it? I think that'd be the best way to interpret that. Still kind of up in the air. I think it's something I'd probably have to like think about and mull on for a bit, but I am kind of glad, like, okay, we have something to think about, right? Some high photosynthesis hijack. Oh god. We're using the plant as a way to energize the pot itself. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Hold on. Let's see here. I have an idea. Okay, just quickly roughly sketch this out here. Hold on. And then so we could have like... We could also have a sunflower as mentioned. Right? I don't ask me to draw sunflowers. I'm gonna try. God, this is such a good Vocaloid song. Come up with something else you end up loving. Yeah, this is just one idea. Like, this might just be fine for now, and I'll just like mull over it and see, and like throw it at some other people and see what they think. And this one, maybe what if this one had like, you know, this one had the tank treads? What if this one had feet? What if this one just had legs? I think that's mildly cursed. I don't think I want to go with that, but... I don't know. I'd have to come up with something. This is more throwing it out there. You think you're more like Goomba Stompers? So more something like... Like this? Very interesting concept. I'll say that much. I'm like, the more I look at it, I'm like, maybe not the legs, but I think the simple variants here probably work fine. Yeah. God, it'd waddle towards you. I mean, some of them could waddle towards you. Maybe that's how you determine the age of these things. Like, the older ones have, like, really big plants on them, and the younger ones don't. Oh my god, this is another old one. Patrick Staccato. Ne, ora, aku. Kan kono ito chigiru dake fuzoro ida nae waraeru desho tick tock en o kaite ding dong asobimashou tick tock 結んで開いて Ding dong, ding dong. Ja mata ne, hotsureta, ito ga sasaya. I can't do high notes. Oh, Tails? Yeah, I could see people like having like accidentally like leaving their USB charger plugged in. I could see it also being like this, where it's like, oh, like the USB port in the back, right? It's just connected over here, and then someone's phone is just charging here. Like this. And then they're watching a YouTube video on this thing while they're eating. Oh my god. People are using these things as phone stands so they can just watch their YouTube while they eat, because we live in a society where people literally can't eat food without being entertained by something. Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty as charged also. I'm one of those people who I'm always watching something while I'm eating food. You know what? What do I even call this thing? So, the main thing is that everyone, I call people comrades, but it technically is a backronym, right? So, comrade. Throwables don't work on art streams, remember? Because it's like common, operating member, comma, a common operating member, something, administrator, or designated employee. Common operating member, something. What did I actually have the R stand for? I'm like blanking on it already. Holy cow. I should know my own lore, but I'm already forgetting. Whoopsies. Researcher, thank you. Holy cow, my handwriting is awful. If anyone ever has to like dig through my old notebooks, you are not gonna be able to read it. My handwriting is basically the equivalent of like chicken scratch, because I type almost everything nowadays. Fresh cooked steak on salad, tomatoes, and chopped honey mustard, perfect meal to eat with your phone, makes you go, dang, life is good. I mean, hey, that could be fine too. I like eating noodles mostly. The power from the plant would not be enough. You're correct. Yeah, no, it would absolutely not be enough. Chinese starsector monster those option ships. Can you give an example, Rana? I want to see. Can you give an example of a Chinese starsector mod? So we need to go with this. Okay, so what if can I backronym comrade into this thing? What if we call this the okay, hold on, let's do it like this. Comrade. Communication operating module Halo Dynamics ship industry. Let me see this one. Is it literally just the Halo, like ships from Halo? It probably would be. Let's see. Oopsies. I was typing some stuff. What is Halo? What is this? I've not actually looked at starsector mods in a while. We probably will play some starsector in the future again. Hey, let's see what we got. Oh, those go pretty hard. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay, that's pretty hard. Alright, let's stop listening to. I don't want to listen to. I don't want to listen to Vocaloid music. Let's listen to something else. What else is good music nowadays? Or do you want to just watch food videos while I come up with stuff? Should I have like a little corner of the screen where it's just like, here's a food video? I actually do like talking about food a lot. No? Fine. Let's see. What else do I got? What's a good video game soundtrack that I like? Fire Emblem 7 OST. God, there's 100 videos. Here we go. The full OST, 3 hours. We're gonna listen to old GBA chiptune music. Light. Okay, gotcha. That is a really cool mod, though, not gonna lie. That's sick. Okay, hold on. Communication operating module for research engagement. What would be the A and D? Attack for research assistance. Assistance. And what's D? Communication operating module for research assistance and what? And daily engagement. Yeah, that sounds like a stupid background that I would totally come up with. So that way, you can still be called comrades, but these things are also comrades. Research assistance and development engagement. Oh, development engagement sounds better. Yeah, let's go with that. Development. Okay. So you can still call these things comrades. Companion. Okay. Let's see. Companion operating module for research assistance and development engagement. And development exercise or development exercises? Okay. I kind of like that. I actually like how that sounds. So, for example, you can call this one... So basically the idea is that you can give these names still, so... You know, comrade... I don't know. You can call this something like comrade... Vorin collects. And you can probably call something like this one... Comrade... Teferi. I was playing a lot of Magic recently. So you could do something like that. I think that would work. I don't know, this is really stupid, but I think this actually doesn't look too bad. I think I'm gonna roll with this one for now. I'll stew on this for a while, and we'll think about where we can go with this in the future. I think this is a nice concept, and I'm pretty pleased with how it's panning out. So, let's see. I was looking at these mods that Ranu mentioned because I didn't actually look at this other one. So what was the other one you said? The Aprolite. Actually, speaking of Starsector, has SBR been updated yet? San Batavian Republic. I don't think she's updated yet. Nope, still on 0.97. Okay. Eventually it'll be updated. Okay, so the Aprolite. Oh my gosh. Wow, Ranu wasn't kidding. So here's the Aprolite mod that Ranu was mentioning, because I was kind of curious. I pulled it up on my browser, if it would load on my streaming browser. Look at this thing. Look at how cool these ships are. It's very purple and ethereal looking. Ooh, spooky. And there's even custom stations with all this wacky art. Okay, the thing is, I'm always scared. I can never tell if some of this art is ever AI generated. Not this, but like some art, like what, like a captain art, officer art is AI generated or not. But this, oh, that's really sick. Actually, I see how it is. It's like two separate ship parts separated, and then you've got like the big center, like energy light source. That's cool. I like that. I love how that looks. That's sick. I can't get away from symmetry. Why are we giving plants sapience? Because we're trying to come up with a mascot, Hoovy. We're trying to come up with a mascot. So this is the name. I'm gonna make sure we highlight that real fast. Okay. So name. You know what? I think this one honestly is probably my favorite. I think this one is probably the one I like the most in terms of just simple design. It's not just because of the face, but I think the very simple arms help a lot too. It doesn't need to be super detailed. It just needs to be enough so that you can get the point across, right? So I think having this one is probably my favorite interpretation thus far. Let's circle that real fast so I understand that. Let me save that. Perfect. Okay, so I think that's good. Let's see. Like it looks friendly, right? Like it looks very friendly compared to this one with the gun, which probably has like a very angry face, right? It's probably like this one's probably like, oh, I'm out to put an end to your existence. You know, like this type of situation. C could also be customizable, yeah. C could also be customizable, God. So this one could be like an angry one. I wonder if you could give one of them like a really cursed face. Like, can you imagine like one of these robots having a face like, I don't know. Probably something like this, right? Hold on. You give him like... What if you give the eye... What if you give one of the robots like this? This is what happens when you overcharge a robot. I think it's this tool. Yeah. There you go. Anyways. You want boba? What if you turn one of these into a boba cup? You're gonna use that on a planet for gun turrets on the planet. You probably could, actually, yeah. You probably could customize these with putting guns on it. So if you didn't want, like, a plant, you could probably just replace it with, like, a... Actually, hold on. So, you could probably replace it with doing something like this. You could probably say, instead of a... You have, like, I don't know how to draw it, but you probably have something like a gun. Just like that. Alright, have a good night, Soinko. Rest well. I'm being banned from the internet. Why? Why? Self-going glitchy effect? Don't worry about it. I can't believe Ray's about to end me. I didn't do anything to deserve this. Okay. So, I think this is fine concept we have here. I'm pretty pleased with how the general concept looks. So we're not gonna work on this one anymore. I'll probably save working on it for the future, and we'll try to work on some other stuff for now. One holds the trigger, the other for the foregrip. I don't even know how that would look like. So something like... Hold on, so it'd be... I don't even know how you would design that. You wanted, like, arms up here? Like, type situation? I don't know how to draw a shotgun very well. Hold on. Pretend this is a shotgun. I don't know how to draw a shotgun. And then you'd have the other one over here, I guess. And it's, like, holding it up. Actually, no, I think it's gotta be up here, right? So it slides up here. Shoot. And then the other one has moved up over here. And it's like holding the trigger. And also trying to hold this one back to manage the recoil, and this one's also trying to Have its other arm try to hold it too. Like this? Also, hello, Quad Cowboy. This looks incredibly stupid. Do the plants? Oh, that's true. Oh, but you know what? You know the funny thing is, you could make this like a stealth operation because of all the plants. This thing would be kind of hidden, right? Like even just put it like imagining this is like a chia pet and this is just like really tall grass. You could use it for like stealth ops, actually. This is... I don't know. I think this is fine. It's silly, but I think it's workable. I think it's definitely a workable, terrible design, right? Alright, let's actually draw some... what I actually meant to draw today, which was at least one more portrait. I wanted to try getting one more portrait done. Okay, so I'm not allowed to draw sus things or else Ray's gonna murder me, so I have to draw more normal stuff. What's the character theme for this one? I don't have a character theme yet. So I close this, I don't want to mess this up. Do not save. Let's also go here. Let's close this out. A granny cat girl who is now piloting and commanding ships. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to do cowboys. I hate the fact that when I read you said cowboy, I thought you meant like, you know, like a male cow, you know, a bull. So it would be something like this. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to draw old characters. That's the problem. You're asking me to draw a character archetype that I'm not actually familiar with drawing either, but I will do my best. Want some Wild West theme? Because they still have to wear the Necrograd uniforms. Like, it's still space. What direction? Oh, the last one was facing left. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay doing this. Something like this is probably fine. And then... like that's probably correct. And then... draw a simple face, like 3 lines per face. What do you mean? Like this? Sometimes that's how I draw faces, like when I start, it's just 1, 2, 3. 2 eyes and a mouth. Oh, like that, okay. You basically, it's just like, okay. I mean, that's the easy way out. That's the easy way out of doing things, by drawing it like that. I don't want to necessarily do it that way. Let's see. I think the faces needs to be a little widened up a little bit, so let's take the head. Take the head and widen it a little bit. Actually, just a touch. Okay, add another. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah. Actually, you know what? Easiest solution is I'm gonna go to Safe Buru and get an example. Who's an old character from anime? If I type in wrinkle, that's probably gonna give me a concept that I can work with off of Safe Buru. Okay, got it. So probably, because you have to do like the cheek thing, right? So it'd probably be something like... So one way to do it, yes, we could do it like this, and then you would just draw... Let's just go out here, probably. No, I think it was correct here earlier. You draw a mouth, right? And then, I think the eyes are too low. Let's raise them up a little bit. Like that, and then you just do something like... Don't want to look like a mustache, it has to look like wrinkles, basically. Nina from AWL. Hold on. Oh, okay. I think it's just a stereotypical, old character look. He sent it to me. Oh, yeah, I think it's just a stereotypical, like, old, Asian anime grandma vibe. Uncle Iroh, no, because it's not a male character. It's got to be a female character. I think they should still have eyes. I don't think I want to... I mean, I do need a character with closed eyes, but... Hold on, what if we maybe make her expression a little more... What if she's more I think it's more less motherly. Let's make it more serious. Wizened by ages of combat. She has seen many things. She's a long-time veteran. She's a long-time veteran of the Space War. Right, maybe she's one of the earlier fighters of the Great Necogradian War for Independence. I don't want it to be, like, nice, but it should be, like, a more neutral, regal stance. I haven't decided what the Necrograd symbol is. I think... I don't know. I haven't decided. Maybe something involving cat ears and probably a sickle. Probably like this. And you can maybe have, like, a shotgun running through it. Or you could take the sickle, invert it, right, like this, and then you just put cat ears on it. And then you probably put like a star or something in the middle. I think that's probably what it's gonna be. I haven't committed to that, but I'm saying it's an option. In fact, that probably will be the Necrograd symbol. I actually just drew this on a whim just now. I actually kind of like it. It's simple. 2 triangles, a sickle, and a star. Wow, I'm a genius. I actually don't mind that look. Thought about adding something else here, but maybe not. Anyways, we'll come back to this later. Actually, hold on. I'm actually gonna, for my own future reference, I'm gonna actually just take this and we're gonna put it on its own layer. There we go. I just want to drop that on its own layer that I can come back to that later. I actually kind of like how that looks, and I just drew it in like 5 seconds. Should I switch to the music? Is the Fire Emblem boring? Let's see. Let's do a different song than Fire Emblem. What else we got here? 3 hours of chill Pokemon music. Okay, sure. Oh, what type of... Yeah, we gotta... No, not just a hairline. What's the hair for this character? What is the hair for a... Let's see. What is the hairstyle for this character? That's the real question. Probably, I mean, you could probably do something simple. I would assume that this character would still have quite long hair, right? Because a lot of Necrogradians typically do have longer hair. So my guess is probably you could do something... If you do something like this. If you have like... something like this maybe. And then we continue the turbine hair vibe. Maybe out here. Erase that, so maybe something like this is fine. No, we're not gonna do the short granny here. It's too easy to do that. I'm trying to avoid that if I can. Just because you're old doesn't mean you have to stop being stylish, okay? Just because you're old doesn't mean you have to stop being stylish with your hair. Hi Garm, how are you? Yes. Oh, you missed it. We were trying to design a mascot earlier. What about a bob? Have we done a bob yet? We didn't do a bob last time, right? Hold on. What did we do? Short pony. I don't think we actually have a bob. Oh, we do have one bob. It was the okay, maybe I don't mind repeating a hairstyle, so maybe it would make more sense to repeat it, right? So I'd probably reach out through here. She's got some bangs that are still, you know, showing off her youthfulness, but ultimately it's still kind of just like a bob cut. Like that. Yeah, hairstyles will repeat. I don't know, I think I was too obsessed with trying to make too many unique hairstyles when it's not necessary. Let's erase this here. Yeah, oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Oh, yeah, what if we do that? What if we do make it like a very vague thing? I think the only thing I don't like is I think I might have messed up the face. I think the face is not aligned correctly. Probably this needs to be rotated ever so slightly, move it up, maybe a little tighter in. And I think overall, I think the head needs to be probably just widened ever so, not the whole head. I think actually just the face specifically. So maybe if I just go here, let's drag this out ever so slightly. I think that looks a little better. I think that's probably wider with the cut. Okay, yeah, I think that you're right. The back of the head should definitely be wider. Right down, not cover on the skull. Yeah. It's probably more like this, I think is. And then. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's looking pretty good. The face just looks off. I'd probably just redo the face when I get to line art mode. Maybe this one needs to be a little wider. I think I just need to reposition the nose also. I think the mouth just needs to be. I think the mouth needs to be rotated also. I think that's the reason that's throwing me off. So shrink it down ever so slightly. It's a little too far. Maybe that's fine. Legacy Lunatic Kingdom. Oh, okay. Also, sorry, I forgot to check YouTube chat in case anyone was saying anything. Is Armament also just like weapons research or war? Think of them as more, I would say Armentum is much more of a, like, the paramilitary aspect of the Institute. Like, oh, we need to send people out to do missions. They're the ones that are going to get sent out. They also help develop a lot of the weapons, and they function as the armory. Actual weapon development goes mostly to Inquesta, who helps create a lot of the technologies that go into those weapons. And other shenanigans. I think this is fine. Okay, so... Right, cat ears have to go on this thing too, so on her... I think she's older. What if we give her, like, really big cat ears? A lot of the Necrodians I've drawn so far have fairly small cat ears. What if this one's got just, like, just massive ears? You know what I mean? I think this ear can stand to be a little bigger. Hold on. This one can definitely be bigger. It's not lined up correctly. That's the problem. I need to look at Mikote real fast because I think Mikote are probably the best. How do I type Mikote? Cat girl. FF14. Final Fantasy 14. I think the hint actually for the left. Okay, that probably is correct. Yeah, it's definitely off. Hind ear, as in this one, right? This one should probably be shoved a little further here. And then probably... And then this one here is a little off too. So probably have to... I think what if we have the line go down into towards this direction, just ever so slightly different, like that. And maybe not that far. Okay, let me look this up real fast because I can never remember. Okay, so it's Miko and then apostrophe te. Okay, Mikote ears are all sorts of variety. Okay, so what if for her, it's not the right angle. Okay, hold on, I have an idea. What if we make it like this? I think that matches better. And then this one probably has to be maybe more like this. Okay, now it's just wrong again. I don't know how people do this. Okay. From what you can gather, the mental would have a function more official capacity than your normal paramilitary might. It's a weird way to describe it. Like, listen, I didn't come up with like all the 100 specific details yet. Maybe I'll detail them in the future. An artist always have class pencil must be sharp enough, perfect for shading. Shading is, yeah, I mean, pencil drawing is really good too, but I can't pencil draw. Oh no, it ended. No, that was such a good theme. I feel like I had it earlier, and now I've lost it. Hold on. I think this is the ear that's the issue, I think. This one, okay, hold on. You know what? Hold on, let's erase the ears. Actually, you know what? I think I see the problem. This one I think is fine. It's this one that's angled incorrectly. So something like... There's gotta be a way to do this that I'm messing up. Let's see, that's the only heroes add. You're gonna shank. What's a hero wars? Is this one of those hot new mobile games that everyone's into that I refuse to touch? Like a government structure by then in-house? Listen, I have a billion different things on my plate. As much as I would love to keep adding more Institute lore, which I should, it's just tough. Okay, so I think... Okay, I think I see the issue. So this one should be more like this, I think. And then this one can angle down a little bit like this. And then here... It needs to still face here, so what if I go... I think that's where I'm messing up. I think I, for some reason, thought I had to, like, angle them separately. But realistically, wouldn't they just angle like this? I wanted to make her ears a little bigger, but I don't know if that's feasible. I think something like this is probably fine. Yeah. Oh, and then the hat too, which we'd probably just put it like right here. What if her hat's just really big? She's earned the right to the really big hat. Like this? Is this still Pokemon? There's no way this is Pokemon. I do not remember this from Pokemon. New Barktown Heart Gold. This is not New Barktown Heart Gold Soul Silver. Snow Point City, right? No, I want to try to keep the uniform at least mostly standardized. Roblox. Oh, Roblox. Gotcha. Yeah, see, I don't play Roblox very much anymore, so it's kind of hard for me to think about. Also, Roblox has had its own issues recently. I don't know if anyone saw this, but apparently some politicians now trying to regulate Roblox. And because of the whole, there's a lot of underage communications on Roblox that lead into things like Discord and Snapchat and other platforms, and Roblox stock price dropped like 3% today when that news broke out, and I was like, huh, interesting. A beret would also not be a bad idea too. Let's see. Something like this, right? So how would a beret look like here? Actually, hold on. Let's please. Let's redo this real fast, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to first let's clean this line up. I'm gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna erase this one so I have a backup, and then let's see. So that would look like. Okay, so how would the beret look? So it would be floppy, right? Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Something like this, right? Is that how a beret looks? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the drama's pretty nuts. They're worried about that and not the like. Listen, it's a lot easier to paint a boogeyman with saying sexual predators than it is to say, hey, look at these people being exploited for profit. Because a lot of these people think kids should be working in the mines anyways. Oh, you know what? Garm makes a good point. The beret would go over one of the ears, wouldn't it? Hold on, Garm actually brings a really good point. Hold on, so the beret would probably end up folding this ear down. Probably something like this. Probably make it actually big, make it larger than that. I mean, I think that looks... At least that's trying to get what I'm trying to get. Institute has stupid debate what color beret should be. Institute has a lot of silly arguments. Don't think about it too much. Alright, beret or the side cap? That's the real question. Do we prefer the side cap or the beret? Incoming reference? Okay, I assume I should be waiting for a... There we go. Okay, got it. Is this at a convention? This has to be at a convention. It looks like it, I can tell. Also, let me check something real fast. I just want to see how... Okay, that's fine. It's not doing too hot. That's okay. YomaCon 2018. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, I have a duplicate with the side cap. I duplicated it. Side cap shows both ears. Beret shows only one. Oh, 16. Oh my gosh, that's years ago. My goodness. Okay, so if it's the beret, I'd be able to put the well, we can't really see the crest here, so I'd probably just put some generic thing in here. And then we have to I don't know. What looks better, the beret or the side cap? I gotta draw one of them. I can't draw both. I gotta commit to one, and I'd rather pick sooner rather than later. I'm thinking I might actually prefer the side cap variant. I think the side cap variant might be a little Been cosplay for over a decade. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's kind of hard to. It's hard to decide. Number 1 or number 2? Number 1 or number 2? I guess the beret does make sense for an older one because she's probably seen a lot more combat than her contemporaries that are way younger than her. His hair needs to get cut down to here. Actually, it needs to get brought down. Side cap looks nice. Yeah, flip the character between both. Okay. I only want to do one. I don't want to draw both of them. I mean, they both look fine. Bray could be an older, more specialized uniform component. That's true. Like some kind of like special forces type thing. Okay. Like the only reason I like this one is because I can see both ears, but I think maybe we can. I don't mind doing a single ear outfit. Okay, we'll go with this one. We'll commit. We'll commit. Okay, so I need to draw the base of the beret, which then gets hidden by the floppiness of this hat. Again, this is just a sketch. We might not finish it tonight. Okay, so then obviously the big ear fluff goes in here. Okay, ears in there, perfect. And then her hair is probably, well, one, she's got, so it's probably just more like, her hair's like neatly trimmed, so you probably just have like very simple, you know, things like this in there. Nothing super crazy. She's got like that singular hair that, you know, flows down from the front for some reason. And then here's like the line. Ooh, actually. Ooh. You want beret to stand for uniform? No. The beret is very much not standard. It's specific individuals have earned the right to wear the beret. Okay, not everyone's allowed to wear the beret. The standard should still be the side cap. That's the Necrogrod standard, the side cap. Okay. That's what we're working with. Okay. Okay, so then I need to... Also, it's really funny because her neck is actually thicker than a lot of the other ones that I've drawn. I've drawn a lot of, like, really thin necks. The neck size is actually, like, incredibly inconsistent. The art style in general is just so inconsistent. This one feels a lot less anime. Let's in the neck a little bit, maybe, like, here. I'll just, like, slightly change it. And then over here as well. And then let's clean up this chin area. Okay, that's probably fine. And then... Okay, I need to pull up my own uniform reference again. I always forget this. This is why we have the reference. Pictures, screenshots, and then I need to find this one. Drag this into the side. There we go, and then switch to star sector portraits like here. There we go, fantastic. Now I can work with that. Probably somebody like the shape of chin made here. Soldier helmet, you don't know a commander hat? I mean, for most situations, yes, but you also have to remember that in Star Sector, you are a officer or a captain of a ship. You're not shooting with guns. You're on the bridge of a ship. If your ship goes down, you're gonna die one way or another, so... Okay, so I think it has to go... Okay, so it's gotta go to about here-ish, because we're the... Oh, let's actually go about here. She probably wears her uniform correctly, unlike a lot of her compatriots. And then goes about here, like that. Okay, that's really uneven. Holy cow, how did I mess that up? This probably has to go more about... Okay, I see where I messed up. So this should go from here. Okay. I'm still not very good with perspective. It's another thing that I've been struggling with. Hello there, Lily X. How are you, comrade? How are you doing? Okay, so I think that's probably fine. I don't mind how this pans out so far. So then I would have to... so this probably doesn't go this far. I think my guesstimate is that it probably goes to about here. Oh, God, perspective is hard. I don't know how to do perspective. I think if I adjust the lines like that, it probably looks... There we go. I think that looks a little better. And then I can go out there and then go out there. It's actually supposed to go out a little further, but... Oh, you know what? I think because this is the back shoulder. This should actually be thinner. Maybe not super thin, but maybe something like this is correct. I think that's how perspective works, right? Someone who's a better artist should probably correct me on this, but that's probably fine. Okay. Is there any other details to her face that I should add? We'll give her like... There's no one actually counted with pretty neat. I mean, I could, but I don't have that capability or skill. I'm just trying to keep it simple with portraits. So I think this is fine. I'd probably extend the neck out a little bit. I don't know if I can. Probably something like here. That's probably fine. I mean, I think you're supposed to technically have the neck something like this, but... no, who cares? Anime proportions are fine. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Like that. The hair's kind of thinning. We got back. Does she need an accessory? One thing we've done is that we've made a lot of characters, a lot of the portraits have a signifying accessory. Noodles and a drink again. Hey, noodles and a drink is delicious. Okay, you're not doing anything wrong selecting that option. I kind of wish I made her ear bigger. A monocle. We already have someone with a monocle. The only reason... Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Garm's giving me an idea. What if instead of a monocle? Alright. Hear me out here. I think I would put it like up here. And then imagine this real quick. Imagine this. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Just give me a stupid paintbrush. Oh my god. Yeah, like a scanner from Dragon Ball. Something like that. Yeah, it's kind of like Google Glass, but she's got like a scanner because she's old and she's seen stuff. How do they actually look in Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball scanner. Yeah, Ray knew exactly what I was going with. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately a lot of it's hidden by her hair, but she can still have the scanner, right? And this is probably like the Google Glass component, like right here, like this section. And then so, in theory, this would actually be a transparent layer. Hold on, so let's just make a new layer real fast so I can exemplify what exactly I'm talking about. So I would set this down to half. So, I imagine something like this. Yeah, and we'd probably draw a HUD on there too. I'd probably make this a little bigger. Probably maybe up out to here. So let's just correct this real quick. So it'd probably be more like this size. Like that. So there's a separation between the eyebrow, like that. Probably thin it out a little bit. Oh my god, I'm having nostalgia. This is from Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, Saffron City. I knew it. I could tell instantly. Oh, the best Pokemon games is Gen 2 and its remakes. That is an absolute fact, and I will not hear any other arguments contrary to that. That is just an absolute fact. We should do a Pokemon stream again. I haven't done a Pokemon stream in a hot minute. Maybe I should at some point. And then I'd probably do something like, I don't know, I'd grab a pen tool, G-pen, then what color? Maybe like a yellow tone? So she'd have like, oh jeez, that's a little too thick. Yeah, maybe it's time to do the egg lock after all. Have a good one, Garm. Get some good rest. I think that might be... Oh, I actually like how that looks. The more I look at this, I'm like, that's actually kind of a banger design. She's chill. She's ready. She doesn't care. She's just ready to fight, right? The only thing I would like is I wish I'd made the ears a little bigger, but I don't know if there's a way that I can make it bigger at this point in time. I think the only way to do this, hold on, is I would have to take the entire layer, selection tool. I'd probably trim off part of the uniform, but I would have to, actually no, I'd have to shrink it down actually, right? Shrink it down slightly, drag it down. Gives more space. And then from here, I can go to this layer, switch back to my drawing pen, black ink. I can probably erase this section and then raise the tip up even higher. How did I do this earlier? Okay, so, because the idea is that it has the face. Okay, so I can make it even bigger. We can make it even bigger. Okay, so it's gotta be even wider. Something like this, and then... Okay, so I think that's fine. It's not the neatest, but I think it works for what I'm trying to portray. You know what I mean? Just have like big ear fluff. Probably her hair's graying. Okay. I think this is fine. I think the only thing I messed up is I think I might need to make the body a little... I need to make the body a little bit... The body's not correct. I will say, like, after doing all these art streams, I am starting to get a better idea of, like, what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, and it's helping me at least understand, hey, here's where you're messing up. Here's how you can improve. So, as much as I complain about being bad at art, I feel like I am somewhat starting to get a little better at it. Just very, very slowly, though. That's correct here. Fourth shoulder. Oh, shoot. Did I make it too low? Okay. Got it. Like this, right? I always mess up the shoulders. That's another thing I have to, like, keep in mind. And then the ribbons are here. I'll just do it like this. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's correct this a little bit here. Okay. I think that looks solid, right? Would you agree? I finally realized you're not trying to turn your mascot. Oh gosh, he's about to steal my mascot idea. Okay. Let's see if we can quickly slam this one out, and I'll probably end there, because I do need to pack for tomorrow anyway, so I'll try to keep the stream a little quicker than usual. Alright, let's get to coloring. Oh wait, no, we gotta line it first. Hold on. That's right. Because that was just a sketch layer. So we have to do the lining now, the actual part that people go crazy about because they hate lining. So many people I know hate doing line art. I find it mildly methodical and kind of relaxing, actually. It allows me to kind of correct my lines and try to make them neater. We'll try a thinner brush this time and see if it works better. You don't want to plan as your mascot? Oh, okay. Well, thanks, I guess. I see. You hate my mascot idea. I get it. Okay, so we can make, like, really nice lines with a thicker brush. We're gonna try, or with thinner brush here, we're gonna try something different with how I normally do it. And then we can do like wispy, like hair thinning lines here. Like that, and then I think also the thinner brush gives me a little bit more control over inking. That makes sense. I need to really figure out like what is my style. I have not figured out what is my actual style yet, and it's bothering me. I think this is probably correct, and then we have to find a way to smooth it. Not hating, just want to plant. That's fair. No, I get it. Listen, I'm joking. I'm not expecting everyone to fall in love with my terrible mascot ideas. Everyone has their own opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so then I can color here. Oh my god, I do not have. I need to up the stabilization. What are you crying about? What are the tears for? There we go. There we go. So that looks somewhat okay-ish. 9 a.m. on Saturday. Why do you have a class on Saturday? Why would you do this to yourself? Well, how could you do this to yourself? You're gonna suffer. Good luck. Okay, so we have to draw the bottom part of the beret. Like this. Probably just extend it out here. It makes more sense if extend it out as far as possible. Oh, you didn't choose this life. The school life chose it for you. Right? Okay, so we'll have this peek out here. And then we'll have the rest of the hair flow down into the bob cut. Okay, so now the bob cut doesn't seem even. I think I actually do need to cut it, terminate here. I think that's the correct termination point. Okay, so then we'll draw the face. I'll make the face a little wider. No, we'll follow what I've already drawn. Like that. We'll keep the eyes on a separate layer. We'll keep the facial features on a separate layer. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Okay. Mandatory class you put off after 2 years before. Oh, gotcha. I see. Yeah, I've seen those before. Good luck. You gotta do what you gotta do to pass. I've been in that position before too. I get it. It's never fun when you have to take classes you don't want to do. At least you can take electives, right? Or maybe not. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. There, and actually, there we go. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Okay, then ribbon, which doesn't really matter. It's gonna be a mess anyways. And then let's just turn this off. Okay, we'll do face layer. Okay. Like that. And then add like a lash here and a lash here. And then I think it's a smaller mouth probably makes the best sense. I don't think doing a frown is appropriate, so we'll just do the like that. Oh yeah, like a bag. I don't know how I feel about the closed eyes still. I mean, I get it, but I'm like, the more I look at it, I'm a little iffy. You could have the necktie be a little indicator wrap. I think we are doing that earlier, but it's not really written down what the specific ones mean. So her tie probably will not be green, is what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Where'd I put safe blue so I can look at art so I can get an example of what I need? Probably don't need any more, screw it. So Oh, you know what I think the problem is? Okay, hold on. One eye is kind of curved up like a bean and the other's kind of straight, so if I just standardize it, it's probably gonna look a little better. It's actually also adjusted, so I think this one here, we're gonna lower. Just gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay. I think that is fine. Yeah, I think this needs to be more bulbous. Nah, that's fine, screw it. We'll just roll with it. I think it's okay. I don't want to think about it too much. It's not something I've never really had to draw something like this before, so it's kind of new to me. Okay, let's go to coloring. I want to do coloring so we can get. I want to do coloring so we can get this out of the way. Skin cubes. Anime. Let's see where I can find skin cubes, and I'm just finding Minecraft nonsense, which I don't care about. Go away, Minecraft. Skin tone cubes. What tone do I want? God, you know what's the worst thing about DeviantArt? I've seen DeviantArt a whole bunch, and I don't ever go to the website anymore because the entire website has just turned into AI-generated nonsense everywhere, and they keep pushing it. It's like, oh, have you wanted to try this, our AI generative tool, and make your own art without having to do art? Which I feel like is such a massive slap in the face for a platform that is supposed to be about people doing art, you know. But what do I know? I'm a silly VTuber whose opinion doesn't matter. Okay, let's just grab this tone. That's probably fine. Okay, so let's clear out my... How do I clear this out? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's try with... Let's work with this one. I think this might be a fine tone. And then so the darker aspect is here, and then the lighter aspect is here. And then the highlight aspect is over here. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's... Okay, hold on. So main tone... Oh, I see. Okay, it's trying to... Okay, that's why. It was trying to mix tones and I didn't want it to mix tones. Okay. Alright, let's work with this. I think this is fine. Darker base should probably work. Maybe. We'll see how it pans out. Okay, so I think the way I normally do this is we do the skin layer first and then we work from there. So I think my usual choice is dense watercolor? I think that's how I normally do this. I think that's how I've been doing it. Well, I don't know how I feel about this tone. I mean, the tone works, but it seems a little too dark. Maybe I was thinking a little lighter. I think this one's a little better. Seems to be a better tone. She's battle weathered, but she's not, you know, like, she's not exactly one to be in the sun all the time. I guess is the best way to describe it. Okay, yeah. I'm changing the music. I don't want to listen to Pokemon anymore. We've been listening to Pokemon for a while. I need something different. Let's see. Sure. Japanese 80s pop. That's fine. Okay, so we'll do this one. Let the brush size to 10 should be okay. Should help us fill in all the gaps. The hair will probably be fine anyways. Okay. I can't believe you're insulting this woman's forehead. Listen, she is a strong, brave, independent cat girl who has seen many, many battles, and you dare come in here and insult her forehead? You probably could play tic-tac-toe on it, though. Okay, so let's just... Okay, so let's finish up the skin base. Okay. And then we'll work from there. Okay, what's the next tone? Hair color. What is this girl's hair color? What is her hair color actually? Gray is the easy option. You know, it's like old, white, weathered. Okay, how about this? Why don't we do gray as a base? Yeah, let's do gray as a base, and then we'll add highlights of a different tone to accentuate. I think that'll be the best way to do it. So let's see here. I want to grab a... Probably this is the correct tone that I want. Let's make this a little darker so I can work around it. Okay, so it's probably more something like this. Like a platinum silver. Even more offensive? Listen here. Yeah, probably. Like this is probably fine, like this. I think that's fine. Yeah, so then I can just drag that down. We gotta keep cleaning these lines up, that's fine. I wish I could just like bucket fill, but actually wait, can I bucket fill? Kind of, but it's still kind of messy. In the end, I think I'm still just better off like manually drawing in the tones. Plus, I kind of like the brushy feel that it has, even if it's not perfect. It adds a little bit of charm to the design. Surprised I actually don't have a pink-haired character yet, which is the more surprising aspect. Okay, so let's fill that in. That's fine, fine, fine. Clean up the edges here just a smidgen. Okay, and then here also needs to be a little corrected. Here and here as well. Okay. So Granny is mostly fine. Okay. We do have a redhead, but redhead's not pink. Let's also trim this down a little bit. I'm gonna make sure it's like mostly clean. I need to grab a smaller brush or eraser. Easier to work with here. Perfect. Okay. What's next? Let's erase this. Beret color. Probably some kind of like deep red crimson tone. Like this. Probably fine. I think that's the typical beret color. Green was tempting too, but I think red is a little more menacing. So we'll go with red. We'll go with the red tone for this. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good. We'll go with red. Erase that there. And then I need to do another layer, and this is going to be more of a goldish tone. I can fill in here. And then I need to go back to the hair layer again because I think I messed up something. This... No, that's fine. That should not be filled in. And then we'll do another layer. I need a black... We'll do like a dark gray tone for here. Or essentially like the, where the beret meets the head. Let's just lower that over here so that's not going over the red tones. Just try to keep it simple, keep it light, erase where it's unnecessary, try to keep it very, very light. I need to go back to this layer and fill in the colors a little bit more. I do see some gaps where it's not filled in. Perfect, okay. What else am I missing? Okay. Hello, son. Good evening, comrade. Okay, so we need the base tone for the uniform, which we need to put on another layer, which is gonna go right here. Simple as that. I think Garm went to relax, and I'm not sure what Ray's doing, but Ray's probably getting ready to pass out, is my guesstimate. Ray, I know, gets tired a lot as of late. Like, remember yesterday I had to call her goodnight before she went to bed? I'll actually give her a red ribbon. It's a red ribbon here. It's not really relevant for the most part, it's barely noticeable. Have I seen Apocalypse Hotel? What's Apocalypse Hotel? It's a new anime? It's one of those hot new animes that everyone's into nowadays. I don't think I've seen it. Ray's awake now. Yeah, that's what wakes up Ray, me mentioning her name. Let's fill this in like that. know what's actually kind of interesting? Speaking of weird anime stuff, have people talked about that stuff called what's the website called? W Place, which is kind of like a fan-made recreation of the subreddit Place, but now it's on the world map. It's been interesting, kind of like learning and seeing what people have been doing on it. And people have been kind of like, oh, here's horse girls, here's gun girls, here's a lot of Deltarune for some reason, and Deltarune stuff just overwriting all the other stuff. Kind of interesting to see. Oh, you heard your name is also product. Okay, well, good morning. And there's human left waiting for the return. I might need to take a look at it. It sounds like it could be a cute show to watch. What am I missing here? Oh, I know what I forgot, actually. Hold on. I completely forgot to draw the ear fluff. Like that. And then the scouter. I'll do the scouter on a separate layer, actually. Actually, I think the scouter... how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna pick the tone now. And then I'm gonna just draw it as a separate shape without external lines, you know what I mean? Okay, maybe we need it like a little more intense. You know what I mean? Something like this. Ooh, that brush is a little ugly. Can I blend that a little bit? Make it look a little smoother? No, it's even worse. Okay, so I do need to have... need a small brush here. So we can kind of brush that out just like that. Okay. So much. There's a lot of things to see on it. It's very interesting. Or the left chest inspired by Licorice Recoil. Yes, that outfit is inspired by Licorice Recoil very much. We call the Nekograd standard uniform. It is actually part of the model too, to the Eigen Grau. So I have it here. I think it's wrong button. It's this one. So I can wear it myself too. There we go. Anyways, Havel, how are you doing, Kilmrad? We're drawing an old lady. Okay, so then I need a separate layer with the yellow. And I think this is the one where we're gonna do like the... it's a little actually hard to see this one. Actually not nearly as strong as I thought it was gonna be. It had to be above. So if I make these over this... well, the black of the eye is still too intense, right? So I'd probably have to erase... oh, it's actually over here. There, that probably makes a little bit more sense, but this... I have to make this a little bit more detailed. I think I actually don't make this a clipping layer. Whoa. I think this one I just draw straight yellow for the HUD. Maybe we do like a crosshair. I think that might be fine. Okay, that's probably correct here. This when I turn 40. Yeah, this is me when I turn 40, exactly. Exactly, it's true. This is what happens to you when you turn 40. You start developing body parts like scouters. Alright, let's just do all the shading real fast. I'm gonna end this soon so I can... I have to pack. I have to do my laundry still. I have a lot of things to do before I can go to Canada tomorrow. If I don't make it to Canada, Ray's gonna kill me. And I would prefer to be alive for as long as possible. Let's start fleshing this out. So clipping layer, multiply, grab this, and then same as usual, light flows from top left. Yeah, I'm stuck in Canada forever, didn't you know that? Yeah, Canada is a very interesting place, that's all I'm gonna say. Canada's cool if you can hack it. If you can't hack it in Canada, I don't know where else you can hack it. Okay, so then let's do another layer. This one is more for, I believe, multiply or dodge. I think I do the dodge. Ooh, it's a little much. Let's do glow. What do I normally do? Let's do dodge, but make it a little less intense. That can't be right. I think color dodge makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Let's adjust the transparency. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Spend a minute and figure out biosecure. Oh, are you trying to play Battlefront or Battlefield? I think you're trying to do Battlefield, right? Sounds like it. Okay, this is the red ribbon layer, so this one can just be a quick darken. clipping layer here. Nope. Just grab the tone, and then there we go. Ooh, it's a little intense here. Actually, that's clipping. Okay. I think just mostly here's where it's needed. Just like that. And then this is the whites, which means I need to go slightly darker, and then select new clipping, multiply, so we can get this darkened here, like that. And then new layer, dodge. Well, you can't really dodge white. White's as bright as it gets, that's fine. Beta can do some more. I know, I can't play the beta. I'm really sad because I wanted to play beta part 2, but it's okay, I'm going to Canada anyways. I'm probably gonna buy Battlefield 6. I was actually really impressed with how it's playing out. I'm very excited, so I'm probably buying it. Side game picture are the ones that animated people. Okay, what is this called again? Hotel something? Apocalypse Hotel. Apocalypse Hotel. This music is probably putting people to sleep. I'm so sorry if it's putting you to sleep. Let's see, what other is it? What's another nice music series? What else we got here? What else is good? Nice chill vibe songs. Japanese music I listen to the most, Rabbit and Steel. Sims 1 relaxing nostalgic mixture, why not? Let's listen to classic vintage fake Americana music. This will definitely put people to sleep. Radio. Okay, this is not here. Buy mode. Yeah, welcome to the 90s. We are now embracing the 90s. Okay, where's my art program? Okay. So this is her hair layer. So we're gonna copy this tone, new clipping, then we'll do a multiply. Get this part darkened as it should. Maybe I just like to leave the little bear's tips like that, and then over here. There we go, that's actually adding some texture to it. That actually looks pretty solid. Maybe I should do it more like this next time in the future to add like... Okay, so just gotta follow the hair curvature. I'm also using this as an opportunity to experiment with different shading styles. So if it ever looks like I'm doing like stuff inconsistent, it's because I'm purposely doing things inconsistently. Because I am trying out like different ways to maybe improve how I do certain aspects of art. You know what I mean? Okay, so then this here would also be pretty darkened. And also I need to go back to this I need to go back to this layer. Erase right around here. And I need to do one more color layer that is just the fluff. There we go. That's fine. Need to keep working on explosions. It's not even the explosions. One of the biggest issues I had, especially with sniper rifles, were really strong, and so were shotguns everywhere. Especially if you're playing Liberation Peak or whatever. That map was awful because everyone and their mother was playing snipers, and you just could not walk 5 feet without running into one of them and it's exploding near instantly. It sucked. It was really rough. So I need to grab this tone and then dodge here, right? Okay, so... Ooh, that's way stronger than I was anticipating. Color dodge is a lot weaker. Okay, so we'll do color dodging. Something like that is probably fine. This music's really loud too. Let me lower it. Harvest Thief 2 had the same issue. Ah. I did not know that part about other games having the same issue too, but it would make sense. Okay, so where else would her hair be bright and highlighted? I would say here. She'd probably have like that stupid like anime, like, you know what I mean? Like that anime light band. I don't want to do that though, that's so boring to do. Probably over, so her hair is probably brightened over here. My guesstimate. And then this one as well. And then we're gonna go back to the darkening layer, and then it's probably like here's probably correct. We add like a darkening line here, which transitions out smoothly. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I like that. It does need texture here, though. Okay, so I think what we'll do... Actually, let's erase this here. Try to do the same thing that we did for the darkening, but like with the lightning. No, that doesn't make any sense, though, because the light... actually, no, it does, kind of. I should keep it, like, simple and short. Go here. This should be a little darkened a little bit, I think. And then I think actually here we want to make sure it's like really strong for the lightning. That's probably fine. I mean, your friends got really into my binding on fan shooters. It really depends. Like, I love shooters, and I've been playing the Battlefield franchise for forever, so that's why I am a big fan of it. So I'm very excited for Battlefield, but I also understand why people would not be. It's not a game for everyone. Also, good night, or have a good day, Normar. I forgot your, like, Vietnam time. Okay, so then we gotta do the black band here. New layer. I think this one just needs a multiply layer. Like, just at the tip underneath. Like, just there's fine. Yeah, and then let's go to the red layer. What is this? Ear fluff stays the same. Red layer. Oops. New clipping. Multiply. Highlight. Okay. So darker parts like right here. Just like that. Actually add a little bit more depth to it. And then we'll do another layer. Color dodge. Just add... Ooh, okay. Lower that opacity a little bit. Just like that. Just like right where the light is. Let's try to make it the light layer a little thinner. Now this is really just shopping mall music. It's like this is peak Muzak. Maybe color dodge is not correct. Low dodge? No. What did I normally use before? Light difference? I don't think I used any of these. Maybe multiply. No, multiply doesn't make sense. Screen? Oh, screen looks good. Okay, I like screen. Also, because this thing is made of cloth, it shouldn't shine very much either, so really this should be probably blended in a little more smoothly like that. Okay. I think it's the gold emblem nugget thing, which I haven't drawn anything, but that's fine. We'll just copy. Same thing, we'll multiply down here, if I do it right. I think I'm doing that right. Okay, that's fine. Really? Why is that not multiplying? What did I mess up? Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know why this is not doing it correct. Let's delete this layer. Okay, so I know this is the nugget layer. New layer. Clipping. Multiply. Copy. I don't know. It's not being affected, which is really strange. I thought I was able to get like a glow effect on it. Of Call of Duty, but Patel laptop doesn't allow you to play it. Yeah, you need to get a new laptop if you want to play the cool games. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because I'm not even on the right tool. I'm on the blend tool still. I was like, why is this not working? It's like, because I'm literally on the wrong tool. Okay, so now I can... Screen. Oh, trust me, I'm on the right layer. I just wasn't on the right tool. Let's blend that one in. Okay. What's left? Scouter. Okay, so I'm gonna do also, I want to make a separate layer. Copy this, and then I want to make this as a... I think we do multiply, and then I'm just gonna do like... I'm gonna do like, no, I want to screen it. We're gonna do like the you know what I mean, like this. Like the reflector band, like that. Okay. And then the yellow part can just stay where it is, that's fine. Oh, we didn't do skin highlighting. We gotta go back all the way to the bottom and touch the skin again. Right, so this is the main tone. New layer, then we're gonna use multiply. I think we try to use the darker one. Let's try that one. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, let's, I want opaque on 20. Okay, so she shouldn't have too many highlights here. And then just like right around here. And then maybe not there, but down here definitely would need a 2. Something like that is correct. And then down here. Because the light's coming from here, I think. Have I seen one? I have not seen a pocket. Oh, you're talking to Infidave, to Drunken Wayfarer, Infidave. Then I can do new layer, dodge, screen. They're really bright. Okay, that's a little bright, but I don't even know where she would need a lot of the brightness. Maybe like where the too large. Switch down to a 12. Something like that's probably mostly correctish, and then probably a bit of light here. We'll try to blend that in and make it look a little better. It's a little too much. And then well, it's just like it's a cool aesthetic thing. That's really what it is. Okay, and then I think this one too, I'm gonna do a screen layer, copy the yellow tone. I'm just gonna try to mimic. Oh, wrong tool again. Try to mimic what we did earlier so we can brighten that up a little. That's probably not a big deal. Okay. I liked BattleBit. BattleBit was a lot of fun, but BattleBit also just never updated, and now they're gonna never update because Battlefield is gonna accomplish everything they wanted to do. The fact that you can drag your dead allies in Battlefield 6 is a fantastic addition. I'm surprised it took forever to arrive. Oh, did they actually do the update? Oh, I didn't know I didn't know they did the update already. I thought they were not doing that yet. Okay, let's just do like final touch-ups here. Let's do final touch-ups. So let's erase this line here, and then I need to go to the hair layer, which is the biggest offender. It's this layer. Okay, so let's trim here. Oh, just not that far. Just want to make it nice and clean. Okay, down there. Over here. Okay, surprisingly, I think this actually worked pretty well. Okay. Now we need the aura layer. What color is her? Oh wait, didn't we want like pink highlights in her hair? Hold on. Do that real fast while we're chilling about. New layer, clip. We put on top, and then I'm gonna go for. Let's see. Something like this, and then we'll just. Actually, I don't know how I feel about the pink highlights. Maybe the gray's fine. But I think adding a touch of color would make it a little nicer. To kind of emphasize that this individual once had. Oh, hold on. I know it's above all the other. I do like Titanfall, but good God, EA refuses to make Titanfall 3 because they want to throw more money into Apex Legends, which is a dying game, I might add. So, as far as I know, we're never gonna see Titanfall 3 because it has a hardcore dedicated fan base, but I don't think it doesn't make EA money. So they're like, we don't want it anymore, which is a dang shame because it's definitely one of the best games I've ever played. It's a shame that they're not gonna add more to it. I think. Like this is actually, I actually kind of like how that looks. Just having like a, like underneath Yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna commit to that. That's fine. You probably see like small streaks of it here. Like very subtle pink shading. Yeah, I think that's interesting. And we'll probably do a little bit on this side too. Like that. Okay. Okay. Cool. I don't like the EA thinks this is for, but that's about it. Trust me, I dislike a lot of what EA's done to some of my favorite franchises, but they're not going to change their ways because they make a lot of money. Okay, this is fine. I think that's everything I wanted to do. The aura. What is her aura tone? I could just stick with the pink tone here. Pink would be acceptable, probably. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think if this is a tone that I want. Oh, jeez. It's a little bigger. We blur it so it's like a little rougher, and we'll try to really blur it down, and then we'll try to maybe blend a little bit, some darkness in there, blur it all, and then let's just lower the opacity quite a bit, maybe there. I think that's probably fine. I think that's acceptable. I do need to trim it down on this side though. Okay, so let's just slim it down. I think the aura's a little too wide, so I'm just gonna trim it. Easiest way to trim is just to erase and then use the blend tool to blend it back together. I find that works the best for this type of situation. Shrink it down a little, like that. Okay. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's save. And let me export this. This is called starsector mods. Nekograd. Graphics, portraits. I'm gonna call this NPU female number 9. Okay. So I can save that. Then I have to go to my files. Your Titanfall 3 is in development. I'll believe it when I see it. I will not even dare believe that it's coming out until I literally see a trailer for the game and a proper release date. If neither of those things are there, the game's not coming out. I will not be debated by false belief. Alright, so I need to go to Nekograd. It's under data, world, factions, Nekograd, that faction. Edit with notepad. Okay, so copy this line, switch this to say 9. Ding, ding, ding. Delete 9, add comma, save. This music is gonna put me to sleep. Next. Oh my goodness. I think Silksong is never coming out. I think they're just gonna keep it going as a meme. They just want to keep debating people into believing that it's gonna come out. 3, so it's just a 9. Oh, I don't want insert mode, so it's just a 9. Comma. Alright, save. Boot up starsector real fast. I should learn to sing this. You know what I want? I want Fire Emblem 4. I am still waiting for the announcement that they're gonna remake Fire Emblem 4 for the Nintendo Switch or Switch 2. I don't care. Just one of them, please, for the love of God. Pick one of them. Alright. Are you ready for tonal whiplash? Hold on. There's so much tonal whiplash between, like, here's your normal portraits, and then here's cat girls. Then here's just cat girls. Okay, so this one's aura's a little missing, but the other one's aura's fine. I do kind of think that my art improved as I drew more of these. That's like the one blessing, is that the quality went up over time. I would not mind HD 2D Fire Emblem. I would actually pay hot dollars for that. I love the HD 2D look. I loved Triangle Strategy, even though I didn't finish all the routes because that game took forever. And I was also playing that game on hard mode. Yeah, the art style is interesting. It's interesting to see the progression, I guess, is the best way to describe it. These were definitely the worst. This is okay. These are fine. This one I kind of like the most. This one is probably like my favorite one. This one probably ended up the best. Did I snag Live Alive? No. Okay. I'm pretty pleased with how this panned out. I'm not doing any runs today, but you can start a run as, you know, your favorite anime cat girl, complete with Nextcelerin support. That's right, there is Nextcelerin support. You can choose to start with the Necrogradic People's Union. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can load it in. In fact, I can load it in. I don't think I've changed much yet. Like, yeah, you got Vlad and Yastok. Yeah, I didn't finish this system yet. I'm working on eventually fleshing the system out. I basically want 2 main systems, maybe 3 for Necrograd as their home core, and then after that, it's just up in the air. So let's just go back to over here real fast. We can all gawk at this. Any day now it's gonna land here. And then I can go over to Rusnyan. We'll play Starsector next week, probably. I think it's been a while I kind of want to touch Starsector again. It's really been a hot minute, hasn't it? And then here we go. Would you like to come to the home planet of Necrograd, which, just like in Rimworld, rotates around its star every 60 in-game days? That's right. I said it so it rotates, it orbits every 60 days. It's very funny. And you got like all the fun little lore text that you can read if you ever want to. Anyways, that's what we've got so far in this. Ships is probably gonna be the hardest thing to make. I'm not very good at making ships, and I'd probably just, I don't know, kit bash a bunch of stuff very poorly. We'll see how it pans out. And then once I release it, I don't know. We'll see if I want to continue making Starsector modding, or if I want to move on to, like, touching Rimworld modding instead. Or maybe I'll do both. Who knows? Anything is possible. Anyways, I think one portrait is pretty good progress, considering we also spent half the stream trying to come up with a stupid mascot idea. So, you know that game as YouTube channel with dev videos? I do, yeah. I do need to use YouTube a little bit more frequently. So I had someone comment on one of the live streams recently. Like, just he left like 5 different comments on a single live stream talking about, I don't know, stuff that I was talking about in the game. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a lot of comments. Someone actually watched the whole thing. Okay. Anyways, I do need to pack because I have a very long drive tomorrow, and I have to do things like shoving a chair into my car. Let's see who's alive. Alright, I think we'll raid, Okay, we'll raid Interest, who's playing, Mountain Blade. Oh, okay, never mind, I'm not allowed to raid Interest anymore. Apparently he's ending soon. Sure. Hubi-chan. Alright, anyways, I gotta get ready for my very, very long drive tomorrow. I have to pack, I have to do laundry, I have to shove a chair into my car, and I have to pack my suitcase and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm just gonna go to sleep now. Have fun, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. I will post photos of my adventures, probably on Discord in the travel channel. I'm probably gonna start reviving that and using it for shenanigans. So, notice watching bands in Japan are mostly girls. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I know exactly what you're talking about, because you're probably watching the Kyoto High School, the Tachibana High School band, right? Anyways, say hi to Hooby. Rest well, comrades. And I will be back on Monday. We will start a new colony on Monday. Unless I get delayed coming back from Canada, which... If Ray gets her way, she will delay me coming back from Canada. Anyways, enjoy! Rest well, and good night! Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for swinging by and watching me draw stuff. Alright, let me press the button.
Hello.